Bennett, the Magnum, he was very quick. So,
and it's amazing that was a car he had never driven before, an old limited late model from DJ Burnham. And the first time behind the wheel, he went from 10th place to victory lane. And that was one of the best drives, I think, in Michael Bennett's career.
Let's see what's going to happen as we're about ready to get him fired back up. Rich Keeter on the starter's stand, staring them down. And there's the double greens.
3 wide to start.
Bottom in turn 1. Looks like Tyler Trott, but for how long? As Trace Bear is on the outside, Matt. Side by side racing for the lead down in turn 3.
Alexandra Ferd in third, but the spotlight is at the front. Beyer getting a jump on the outside. He has the octane as they whiplash their way off the corner. Trace Beyer will be our first lap leader.
Beyer leads the pace down to the bottom of turn 1. Tyler Trott tucks it into second. Here comes Latoile, glued to the back bumper of Alexandra Fern. Little further back, Phelps has got a good battle going on, along with Zachary Robinson with the number 14 car as he's making his presence known in the outside lane as well.
And it looks like he has some firepower on the outside. Remember Dembeck, who won a week ago. He is currently in the number 5 position. But right now, the lightning bolt is car number 29, Trace Beyer. Now, I asked him if Vermont is farther away from Mercer, and he said, no, Stafford is about the same distance from both locations. Right now, his favorite location is at the front of the field.
And he is starting to literally pull away. Tyler Trott is still holding on for second, and Alexandra is starting to pick up the pace just a bit, closing up the gap as well as they head down the back straightaway. Side-by-side racing, Phelps along with Zachary Robinson. They've got their own little mini battle going on, Matt, and that seems to be for the 7th and 8th positions currently on the racetrack.
Yeah, I think it took a while for Phelps's car to get up to speed, but it looks healthy now. Nobody is a better picture of health than the 29 of Trace Beyer, as he was brought into this division by the Ferns. Alexandra Fern told him about Stafford and said he would have a lot of fun if he raced here, and that is the case tonight. The first 5 laps are dominated by the 29 car.
They certainly have, and Frank Latoile, he's been running among the top 4 cars, but he hasn't applied the pressure as yet. Now, usually Frank comes on very, very strong right about at the halfway point, and we are just a couple laps shy of that, Matt. We'll see if Frank Latoile, the champion, has anything left to challenge with Alexandra Fern trying to hold on to that 3rd position.
Well, so far, Frank is not as smooth in the corners as he usually is, but we'll see if that changes during the second half of the race, as he is giving Alexandra a lot to think about. And remember, Frank Latoile, there were a lot of times last year we thought he was finished in the first half of a race, and he came out in this half to win it.
Sure did. Trace Bear still the car out in front. Beyer still in command. He really is not losing any ground at all, Matt. He is driving a flawless race at the point. Frank Latoile has reeled in on Alexandra Fern, and I think that is the racy spot of the racetrack headed down into turn 3.
And let's see what Latoile does on the front straightaway as he stays close enough to the back bumper of the Alexandra Fern car. But Alexandra is holding her own. And remember, last year in the first half of the season, she struggled and finally came into her own in the second half. Right now, she is in mid-season form. Might be giving Latoile a little room on the bottom, however.
Certainly is a great battle going on for that position. He tries, looks to the inside. Oh, they touch. Coming off the turn, they go around, and they come together but do not make contact with the wall. So that's a good situation there as Latoile and the Alexandra Fern cars come together. 9 circuits are complete up on the board of 15 circuits. Remember, that parts store in Bloomfield and the one in Branford are going to be giving away 2 lucky prize packs for an opportunity to go for a ride in the 2-seater with legendary Bob Potter, courtesy of the Napa Auto Parts stores, for a Friday night program here at Stafford. So it is an absolute must to make sure that you get that program. Here we go, Matt. We're back at green, and Byers is still the leader of the pack.
And the caution flag may have benefited the 93 of Dan Dembeck because he has infiltrated his way into the top 3. Frank Latois is already making an action-packed move as he is able to pull his way underneath the 21 of Phelps.
No question about it. Latois moves into the 4 spot, side-by-side racing for 5, and it looks like Chambrello has now found a home up into the top 5 positions. Then all of a sudden, Marcel Rafrano is working his way up towards the front of the field. Meanwhile, side-by-side racing, Zachary Robinson to the inside of Doug Phelps. But back to the line they come. High 5 is out, 5 circuit to go.
And the perseverance pays off for Zachary Robinson as he is able to get by Phelps. The lead is opened up again for Trace Beyer as he is on top about 8 car lengths over the 11 of Tyler Trott. Dembeck started off well after the restart, but now is settled into 3rd, and he has to worry about the emergence of Frank Latois Jr.
It is good single file racing as they work their way back down into turn number 1. Tyler Trott is starting to gain just a bit, Matt. We can see that. But the question is, there's only 4 laps remaining. That's just 2 miles left in this event. Now look a little further back. Marcelo Rafrano is applying pressure as he's getting adjusted with that 48 car, and he is all over Nicole Chambrello as they've got a good battle going on right there.
Yeah, that 48 car looks like it should be in a museum. Excellent looking car, but right now he puts it to use on the outside of Nicole Chambrello, so that's a pretty good confrontation. Currently dominated by Chambrello. It looks like Frank Latois has caught up to Dembeck, but we have 2 laps to go. The first 13 have been dominated by Trace Beyer.
Clock is ticking, time is running out, and Beyer has been like Superman at the front of the field. No challenges so far. Tyler Trott, but there is a battle for that 3rd spot. Dembeck, oh, trouble now. Chambrello goes around with that number 16 car. A mad scramble for position here, and the caution flag comes out just as the Chambrello car will pull away between turns 1 and 2.
And you know what? Look at it. He has a boost on that car. So let's see if he can pull ahead by a couple of antlers over the 11 of Tyler Trott.
Meanwhile, Zachary Robinson kind of hanging back just a bit in that 3rd row with Phelps, trying to get a little heat in the tires, it looks like. Lights are off from Whelen Engineering on the pace car at the point. Watch for it to dive to the center infield. Rich Keeter staring him down. And there is the green. And Beyer with the advantage. Tyler Trott is there, but look at Latois on the outside, Matt.
He is trying to make a move against Dembeck. They are almost even as they torpedo their way down the backstretch. And here comes Frank Latois as he thunders his way into the top 3.
Latois is side by side, Dembeck on the inside. White flag is out. Battle is for the 3rd spot. Wheel to wheel, they come to the stripe. Latois has the advantage for 3rd, but Dembeck takes it in deep to the bottom of turn 1.
And it's Trace Beyer trying to set the night on fire, leading Tyler Dembeck, holding off Latois for 3rd. Here comes Beyer trying to put the finishing touches on an opening Friday night win.
He comes off turn number 4. He has done it. Trace Beyer, he'll take down the win. Tyler Trott for 2nd. Dembeck to finish in 3rd. Latois for the 4th spot. Phelps for 5. Chambrello for 6th. And Zachary Robinson to finish in 7th.
So as soon as Trace Beyer is ready, we will send it down to Napa Victory Lane. And our reporter is Kelly LaMesa.
Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Celebrate.
Feels amazing.
It's all right.
It was fun racing those.
We're gonna have
clean. I was a little disappointed on the last caution there because I had such a big lead, but worked out in our favor.
It did. Who would you like to thank?
So many people. Our main sponsor, Lazy Moose Lodge, MahoneyGPS.com, Christine Cuisine, Shirley's Process Services, and I got to thank my dad, Mr. Robson, Joe, Kelsey, and the 36 Limited team. They made this thing a rocket ship, and that thing was fast. That was fun.
Congratulations. And here I'm in 2nd place. Tyler Trott. He held you off the very last lap. You still made a great run. Your first podium finish this season. How'd it feel?
Really good. Car was awesome. I'd like to thank Frank Latour for building us an awesome car last year. We just had to work out some bugs over the wintertime. I'd like to thank my dad for giving me the opportunity to race. I'd like to thank my crew, Joe, Jesse, my girlfriend Allison for always supporting me. I can't wait to be in here, hopefully next time for first place.
Good luck with that. And in third place, I have Dan Dembeck. You got first last week, third this week. Great run so far.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to thank my dad, everybody who put this car together, the paint job, Armand. Car was going all right. I mean, Frankie gave me a run for my money. I'm just glad I even got third.
Who would you like to thank?
My dad, my mom, my girlfriend, Paul for the body, and Armand for the sweet paint job.
All right, that concludes the Dare Stock. Back to you guys upstairs.
Well, thank you.